Hello and welcome, everyone. You are listening to the Crack Podcast. How you getting on? Another episode is upon us. Hope you're well. This sounds different. It's because I'm trying out the microphone at a new angle. So it's a little bit of spark in this podcast. You know what I mean? Keep it fresh. Keep it alive. Keep it new. How have you been? You looking after yourself? I hope so. Did you have a happy Easter? Car outside. Yeah, no, the microphone's changed its position on my desk. Did I tell you last time? I had a guy from work round. Friend of mine now, suppose you would call him, you know? Haven't actually ever hung out outside of work apart from when he came round to do the podcast, but yeah, he came round and we spoke for about an hour, and then I cut it down, cut out bits to make me look bad. I cut it down, so we've got just over half an hour on that one. So fuck, oops. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get that up. I've sent it to him for his final okay because I don't want him to look bad. I want to make sure he's okay with it. So that'll be out. That'll be out soon. And then oh, what's this? What's going on? My phone's buzzing. My phone is buzzing. Oh, that's okay. So I like to do this plasma donating selfless son of a bitch. It's genuinely with my friends. What I like to do is a message, and I say I'm just checking in. Just if you want to talk, you go ahead and talk. If you don't want to talk, I'm just making sure you're okay. And if you're not, if you want to lie about it, I'm giving you the opportunity to do that. But I am just checking in with you. Well, Ewan, if you're listening, yes, I'm I'm asking how you're getting on. I hope you're well. Yeah, right, okay, cool. Right. The fuck was that? So what have I been up to? Well, last time I spoke to you guys, there was a pope. That's changed. And I don't think Easter had happened yet. But yeah, Easter came and went. I'll tell you what else has been going on. Call of Duty. And I don't mean that I've been called upon for some sort of national service type episode. No. The Xbox. Now, when I was in high school, or grammar school, a wank. No, when I was in high school, myself and my friends, we had Xbox 360s. And on these Xbox 360s, we had Call of Duty World at War and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was the guy. That was that was the game. What you could do back then, let's get the nostalgic here, wax a little bit, go back. What you could do back then was you could get, I think, an Xbox Live, which was £40 a year, and then what that meant was you could connect to the internet and connect with each other, a little bit of a socialization. And, I paid that, and then for the year, and by the time Xbox, by the time Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, I still had it, so I played a little bit of that online, but I never really continued with it. And then when I was 19, that was the end of all that. And was I 19 when that came out? Fuck it, who cares? Right, so in my early 20s, I stopped playing the Xbox Online altogether. And Call of Duty got forgotten, and then, we'd still go around to my friend's house, but we did that a bit more old school. We'd actually go around and hang out and get stoned as fuck and play Call of Duty World at War, play zombies, which remarkably poor taste. You're shooting Nazi zombies. So it's no, it's cool. Fucking Nazis are bad. Yeah, but you turn them. Anyway, let's not get into it. You turn them into comic book villains, but these are real fucking nasty Nazi fucking fascist cunts. So played that for a while, and then life moved on. Well, something I missed out during lockdown was people playing Call of Duty against each other again. Oh no, I had to think of Battlefield as well. That was another one I played online. Right, but Call of Duty. I'm not being paid to promote this, but in one of the group chats with my old bunch of friends there, that's the lifers. That's the guys I've known since before I knew myself. These guys knew me first. Yeah, so these guys in the group chat with them, and I was just mentioned, hey guys, does anyone want to go and play COD? COD for, if you're not one of the cool kids, COD stands for Call of Duty. They said, you want to play it? I don't have it. I'll download it, Lewis. It's free. Fucking free. That's my favourite number. Okay, so I did that, and I downloaded it. Well, fuck me, guys. I have been into that shit. Never thought I'd get back into it, but I focus on it. Like, if I try to read, I usually end up like, wonder what's going on in the car park. Or if I try to fucking sit down and do a podcast for it, like I sat down to do this podcast, and I've been watching clips on YouTube for like an hour. When I'm playing that game, I zone into it and I focus, and I get really pissed off when these fuckers, anyway, so it's fun. So yeah, so I downloaded it, and I've been playing it quite a lot. I really dig it. So if you have Xbox or PlayStation or a computer, Call of Duty Warzone? Warfare? I don't fucking know. It's on Xbox, or it's on the thing. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. So I think I'm going to go and play it tonight. I downloaded a thing to my phone called Discord, which is like a chat room for friends. I think. I've not used it yet. No one's added me as a friend. It's like being back at school. No, so I'm going to go and play that with my friends tonight. If I manage to do it before Charlotte gets home. But, yeah. I've genuinely been really enjoying it. But, it means I've been on the computer. It means I've been on the PlayStation. Fucking hell. Not the PlayStation, not the computer, not the Nintendo or the Sega. Fucking, no. The Atari. No, so it means I've been on the Xbox a lot more than I usually would be. And, well, I was pissed off. Well, you fucking usually are. Yeah, well, I was pissed off. So, during my night shift slumber, which is during the afternoon, I try to sleep. I woke up and, rotated on the spot like a rotisserie chicken there, and looked at my phone. 'Twas not charging. Gasp, said Lewis, why ever not? So I tried, unplugging it, plugging it back in. So looks like I was trying to fuck it with the charger. Wouldn't charge. I'm like, oh, for the love of God, is this phone already fucked? I've not had it that long and it's fucking expensive. So I had a thought. I'd say a light bulb went off, but no, it did not, because there was no fucking electricity. The electricity ran out. So I had to get up, if you can believe it, get dressed, take the Chihuahua, took her out to pee. She peed, and then we got in the car, vroom, drove to the wee shop, got electricity, and I also bought 3 Easter eggs for a fiver, and came home again, plugged it in again, went back to sleep. That was fine. Now, if you were listening a few weeks ago, or last time, which would have been a few weeks ago, I mentioned I might have work coming up on a film that they're doing in the area. I spoke to a guy a while ago, all going well. Seemed to, the ball was rolling with that, and I've not heard from them, but they said they wanted to get in touch closer to the time, which would be now. This is closer to the time, depending on when you hear this. If you're listening down the line, fucking maybe I did it, maybe it all went well, maybe I didn't. Jesus Christ, maybe I died in the car crash. You know what they said? Maybe you're listening to a ghost. But anyway, so waiting for a phone call or an email or something from the guy. I got back to sleep. I put in the electricity key, doorbell, ding dong, went, because our doorbell's powered by the plug, and I went back to sleep. And then before my alarm went off at 20 to 6, or, 1740 hours, yeah, I was awoken from my dream. I was having a weird dream. Oh man, I had a fucked up dream the other night, I'll tell you about that as well. I woke up from this dream by, in case you can't tell, with my incredible Foley skills, that is the phone vibrating. Somebody was phoning me. So it's early or late, depending how you look at it. And I missed the call. So that was fine. This happens. Shit happens. I got up, had my dinner, leftover macaroni cheese. By God, it was good. Is there anything better than macaroni cheese that's left over? Chinese, I suppose. Showered, fucking brushed my teeth, all that jazz. Got my uniform, fucking coffee was on, and I came through to the very spot I'm at just now, sitting on my desk, and I phoned the number back. A mobile number. And it rang, and it rang, and it was answered by a very effeminate-sounding Englishman. Hello. Hi there, sorry, I missed a call from this number. And that's when this cunt got weird. Now, see, I'm being courteous because I think this is a guy that's going to jumpstart my Hollywood career. So I'm yeah, just missed the number, can I help? Did you really? Okay. Now, guys, I, Lewis, am a dispatcher with the ambulance service. However, before that, I started in the public 999 calls. I spent my time in the fucking trenches. So I've had my fair share of weirdos, creeps, cunts, and generally unpleasant folk on the telephone. Now, to be fair, I've had lots of very nice folk, but you learn how to handle, and you can sort of tell immediately. I mean, not always, but you can just you learn to tell, like, okay, this is going to be a fucking tough one. So I was back in that zone. And immediately I was like, right, okay, I'm up against the cunt here. Did you really? Now, the best thing you can do with these fuckers is you feign ignorance, okay? You make them repeat themselves. You just say, pardon me, I didn't catch that. The line went dead, it went crackly. You get them to repeat, because if they think they're being funny, if you get them to repeat it, they realise it's not. So yeah, just wonder if I can help. And he said something about my head or giving him head or something. So I was just, nope, sorry, that came through. I didn't hear that. Sorry, what was that? Would you like to give me head? Sorry, no, it's not coming through. I've got you on speakerphone actually. Can you pass that again? Sorry, please. If you could repeat yourself. I said if you'd like to give me head. Now, genuinely, the cunt was not coming through very clearly, but I could tell he was getting annoyed. And then he actually went really crackly, like proper. Okay, so hi, no, sorry, yeah, I'm still connected. So basically, I missed a call from this number. If you could speak up, or if you put me on speakerphone, hello, you're not coming through clear. It's because I've got on a headset, you off. Okay, well, if you need any help, okay, just call me back, okay? If I can be of any assistance, thank you. So, hung up. Still got his number. And I told Charlotte I was kind of pissed off, alright? Because I hadn't slept very well. And, like I said, I thought that was like, Mr. Universal, Mr. Warner Brothers. I thought that was like one of the Hollywood guys. It was not. Some fucking creep with my number. So I got saved to my phone. And when you save numbers to your phone, it comes up if you have them on WhatsApp. And this son of a cunt has a WhatsApp. He's got a really wanky picture, a weird little cartoony avatar, and love hearts. So I think I've got myself a sexual deviant. Well, so I was telling Charlotte about it, and I was like, look, Charlotte, I'm on night shift tonight. I go in from 7:30 to 7:30. I think I'm just going to phone this fucker back every hour on the hour. I'll just hide my number. And Charlotte immediately, no, don't, just block him and move on. Because quite rightly so, in her head, this guy could be a fucking psychopath. Maybe he actually knows who I am in real life. Maybe he got my number from, I don't know where he got it. When you download Candy Crush, you put your mobile number into it. So I don't know. But yeah, so I think she had visions of me phoning this guy back every hour at 4 a.m. being like, hello, it's me again. And then you come around to the flat, I'd open the front door, poof, fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, hammer to the head. Anyway, what was the point of that story? No point, that's just how it's been going on. So, there you go. Oh, really? Yes, fucking really. Yeah. So I got electricity, and we're having a guy come round at some point to install a new thing. We have one of these little USB type devices you take into a shop, and yeah, can I get £70 in this, please? Yeah, sure. And you put it on, and you come home, stick it in, and you get the electricity. But now we're having a thing remotely done, so I can top up from my phone. And I think they can keep on top of how much you're using, and I don't fucking know, all this adult shit. Not looking forward to it, but means we get new electricity suppliers, and hopefully that will save money in the long run. We'll see what goes on. I don't know. But I've been in a pretty good place lately, actually. Been feeling good. Still exercising. Yep, still on that treadmill. Down quite a nice bit of weight. Still a fat cunt, but I'm down quite a nice bit. And people at work are noticing. I've had a few compliments on how I'm wasting away. However, I'm still rapidly overweight, so I'm not wasting that much. It's been alright. Snack wise, been a little bit lax. We had Easter, but before that, Charlotte's and friends, they're going out for dinner. Friends came in for 5 minutes, but I thought, right, I like her friends. Be different if I didn't. I like them coming around. I think I'm part of the friend group. Not, not like, hey guys, I'm joining in. Just, they've got partners, all the men. Not that it'd be a fucking problem if they're a woman. Don't know why why is that relevant? I don't know. But so there's the guys and I'm part of the, we're all friends, basically is what I'm fucking saying. And they were coming round, the women, Charlotte's half of it, were coming round because they're going out for dinner and they don't always get to be in the one spot all at once. So minus one of the friends and her partner, because she lives across the Atlantic at the moment, a lot of them around in the flat. And I thought, right, this would be nice. I'll put out some fucking chip and dip. I'll get some Pringles and one of those 4-packs of Tex-Mex dips. Guacamole, sour cream, salsa, and then like an orange one. And fucking happy spur of the moment, I thought, right, I'll make these little bastard and snacks you get at birthday parties when you're a kid. You dip the marshmallow in the chocolate and you put a wee Smartie on top, and it looks nice. So I did that. I made those. I went and got the marshmallow, got the chocolate, got the Smarties. Melted the chocolate in the pan, dipped it, put them on a plate in the fridge, and I thought, right, when they're set, I'll take them out and I'll put them on a different plate and display them. So I went to open them. I went to open the fridge, which I managed. However, the plate fell out, along with all the marshmallows and chocolates, and they just all over the kitchen floor. Now, as clean as our kitchen floor is, in good conscience, I could not be feeding Charlotte's friends kitchen floor marshmallow chocolatey Smartie treat. So I ate most of them. Because, yes, I'm exercising and eating better, but I'm still a fat, greedy bastard. That's who I am. It's in my core. It's who I've been. You can't change that. So that happened, and then they came round, and there's a few Pringles, and I got a little thing of celebration chocolates for them. So they didn't go without the snacks. You know what I mean? I just let myself down, not balancing that plate correctly. So I was kind of pissed off at myself. So yeah, not been eating too well, because obviously Easter came. I got my chocolate egg, the one that Charlotte had to return because of the chocolate. There's fucking chocolate in, can you believe that? No, the chocolate egg had metal shards in them apparently, so the Tonys were doing a big recall. So, alright, cool. But Charlotte got it sorted, swapped it, and then Easter Sunday again before a night shift. Oh, did you work night shift? You're a fucking teller. Yeah, I do, by the way. Okay, I work night shifts. And I opened the box, big box. This isn't Charlotte's fault. I could blame her, because, I'm flawless. And the egg kind of looked like it had been sat on by the hen after it had been laid. Obviously, it's a bit bigger. But I'm saying, guys, Easter eggs, my whole life. Like when I was a kid, when I was wee, you got them in these big boxes with this big plastic fucking thing that would unfold, and I used to use as a little pretend submarine for my action figures, and I had to go bath, so I had to play my toys in the bath. Then they got rid of that, now it's all cardboard and paper, because the turtles need to have a chance, fucking nobody thinks of the turtles. And I've never met a turtle, maybe they're all dicks. So now you get them in these cardboard boxes with just cardboard, and I opened it, and I took it off, and the egg was no longer... Oh, there's Chica. And we're back, guys. Sorry about that. So the... oh, Chica was not happy. Basically, the Tesco delivery man. He was at the door, but we have not got a Tesco delivery coming, so he apologised. Oh, the wrong door, I'm sorry. It's fine, man. It's not me to apologise to. It's a tiny little Mexican thing in my hands writhing in fury. So, where was I? Oh, I was talking about the fucking crushing disappointment. Right, so, yeah, I'll try and give you an example. Easter, right, so you're excited. Picture, okay, so you're me, big fat guy. You haven't eaten much, fucking chocolates apart from the floor, marshmallows. Now, I've been looking forward to this egg for a while. And it's like when you're a kid, okay? You see in the newsagents that toy Winchester rifle. That's £5. You get 50p a week for your pocket money, right? So you save it up and you're looking forward to it, and you keep your 50p a week. You don't spend it. Normally you get a wee fucking Beano or a Dandy and a sweetie. No, you keep them all aside. And slowly it grows. And then one day, your dad says, okay, I'll give you the last little bit, and you're excited. Friday afternoon, you finish school. You know your dad's going to have gone to the newsagents that morning with the money. He's got you that toy gun. It's going to be in the kitchen when you get home. So you rush home. You run home. You're in the zone. You're running. You get in. Fucking your jacket's off. You got your sleeves still in your bag straps. It's all off. Doof at once. Hits the floor. You're through the house. You run through. You run into the kitchen. Your grandmother's dead on the floor. That type of crushing disappointment. Okay, so I open this fucking chocolate egg and it looks like a bean. Where's the egg? That's the shape they are. Okay, well, Tony's is a little bit different. Tony's is all about, fucking equality and not exploiting people. Okay, whatever. Listen, mate, I know all about it. I Google slave trade and equality on my iPhone. Okay, where are my Nikes? Okay, what's your point? Right, okay, now. So I think it's just a Tony's thing. And then Charlotte's mother generously gives us an egg each. So I've now got my minstrel's egg. And I opened that today when I got back from the dentist appropriately. And same bean shape. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What happened to eggs? So I Googled it on my iPhone. And turns out this is the shape they make chocolate eggs now. Apparently, shrinkflation. The reason they do this is because it saves money to these greedy bastard chocolatiers. They can charge the same amount for the price of an egg, or even more, but they put a little less chocolate in the box. Every day, and this is going to sound very dramatic, every day there's like a little less joy in the world. Everything's getting that wee bitty shitter. Whether it's the fact, I don't know, maybe it's the fact, okay, so eggs are changing shape. Didn't know that was a thing. Less chocolate. Not only that, but they're fucking tasting worse. And that is an actual thing, okay? Like fucking chocolate is tasting worse than it used to. Maybe that's me getting older and before you know it, I'll be eating fancy, really dark chocolate. But it's tasting worse, okay? Fucking the prices of everything is going up. It's just, there's no joy. Is there a joke? No, there's no joke here. I'm not fucking kidding. It's getting shit. What is there to look forward to? Retirement? Like, we're going to be able to fucking retire. If you're my age, we're not going to retire, guys. Get your head out of the fucking ground. Yeah, it's going to be fine. 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 Just looking forward to that egg. Which I've eaten. It's all gone. And then, I mentioned the dentist. So I got a text the other day. By the way, Lewis, just a reminder of your dentist appointment. Oh, for the love of fucking God. It's up in a year already. No, I didn't remember that. When's that? The day after night shift. When is it? 25 to 2 in Aviemore. Right, if I get home just after 7:30, I get to sleep at 8. I can sleep until 11:30. I'm tired, guys. Emotionally, physically. I'm tired. I'm all good, though. Don't worry. Talk about this dramatic shit. Try and keep it light. Try to keep it light. Dentist went well, though. All fine. Dental nurse is a girl I used to work with at Landmark a long time ago, and it was nice to see her. Hope she's well. Didn't talk to her, though. The dentist's fingers in my mouth. And then he told me to take a seat. So, that was that. Seems to be all I ever do. But no, the new NHS, you only get one dentist a year, unless you want like private work done. So that's fine. So what's on tomorrow? Oh, whoa, yeah, doing something very adult tomorrow, actually. So I'm going to get up in the morning early. It's my day off, but I'm an adult. I'm going to go to the gym. I've increased the speed on the treadmill, so I'm still doing 5k, but I do it a little bit faster. And, physically, it's, I don't say very easy. So I do 5k, but I'm very lazy. So, very soon into it, I'm like, I'm kind of tired. I should just stop. But no, fuck it, I'll tell you. I know it's ridiculous, but I'll tell you. So I keep going. It's only 5 fucking k, right? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. So when I'm on the treadmill, don't worry, this is nothing terrible. When I'm going and I get tired, it's a mental thing because I can do it. I know I can do it. I do it 3 times a fucking week. But every time, about 10 minutes into it, I'm like, I can't do it. My legs are sore. I'm tired. I'm starting to sweat. And I can't stress, I understand it's only 5k. It's 3 miles. It's nothing at all. Okay. But I think of a scene from Band of Brothers where, now, if you've never seen Band of Brothers, or I mean, read the book right there, I'm looking at I'm pointing at it, which you can't see. I'm pointing at the book right now. It's a fantastic book. It's about the airborne American Air Force Army regiments, the paratroopers. Paratroopers. Fucking hell, we're FUD over here hunting rabbits. Easter. That's about the paratroopers, and they're training in England before they go, because they're in Europe, obviously, for World War II. And they go over to France and Holland and things. But no, they must train in America because it's the mountain. Fucking never mind. Right, basically, so they have to run up a hill, 3 miles up, 3 miles down. And Captain Sobel, that's the officer that's whipping these guys into shape. He's turning them into, paratroopers, which I think this is the first time that ever happened, was soldiers coming out of the sky. But there's a line in the book. This is very, very fucking dramatic for a fag that is more than 5k. There's a line in the book where it's like, we hated him, but he made airborne. And that is just because he drilled them, keep going. Tired, I don't give a shit. Hurt, I don't give a shit. Keep going. Basically, there's a finish line. That finish line isn't going anywhere. It's you that has to get there, so just keep going. And then in the series, they made a mini-series out of it. Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg, after Saving Private Ryan, they kept that sort of tone and the grittiness that, it's the same vibe as Saving Private Ryan. So they produced it and made it. In the miniseries, Captain Sobel is actually played by David Schwimmer, who played Ross in Friends. And he's playing like a total bastard, as a drill instructor. And they're going up this hill. I think it's called sorry, that's cheeky having a bad time. It's called Cahill or Cahool or something like that. I'm probably, obviously I've got that wrong, but I can't remember. He's got them going up that hill. And he's getting in their faces. You're looking tired. You want to stop? There's a car at the bottom. If you stop, that'll take you back. You fucking fit. He doesn't swear at them, but the guy, he shouts at the actor. He just looks dead forward, and it's a very good performance because it is just that determination of all I have to do is just keep going, and this will soon be over. And yeah, so that's what I do. That's what I do on the treadmill. I get a bit tired, and suddenly I've got fucking Ross from Friends leaning in my face going, you're looking tired. Maybe you'd like to stop, go home and have a coffee, huh? No, sir. I'm just going to keep running, okay, because I'm nearly done. Then you look at the time, 22 minutes to go. Jesus, fuck. Just keep going. I've never stopped yet, alright? So, if it's stupid and it works, it fucking works.
You're a washout, Private Hoobler! You should pack up those ears and go home! Looks like Gordon, son! Aren't you, Gordon? You finished? You do not deserve to get your wings. Private Randleman, you look tired. There's an ambulance waiting for you at the bottom of the hill. It can all be over right now. No more pain. No more currying. No more Captain Sobel.
It's like Usain Bolt. I don't know if he's taking the piss. Are you comparing yourself? No, I'm not fucking comparing myself to Usain Bolt. But there's a thing. They asked him, how do you do it? What makes you run so fast? And he says, I just picture a giant spider chasing me. And there was like oh. They obviously want some sort of, I turn to God or I have strength from within. No, just, I run as fast as I can because there's a big spider behind me. Simple as that. Yeah, when I get tired in that treadmill, you're looking tired, Private. Maybe you'd like to go home. You want to go back to bed, have a coffee and a fry up, you fat fag? Nope. I'm just going to keep going, alright? And that's how I manage my little 5k, my air-conditioned gym, and my comfortable little gym shorts and my t-shirt and my white socks and trainers. It's like being a paratrooper in the 40s. Right, okay. So yeah, what am I going to go and do now? I think I'm going to go and see if I can play some of this Xbox. Sorry, that group chat's going off again. And then yeah, after the gym tomorrow, we're going to go and do a very adult thing. We're going to go and see a mortgage advisor. So, we don't have a house in mind or anything like that. We just need to know what we're allowed to get. You know, like what's our window, what's within our little radar there. Bing. So, but you get my old pay slip here, the latest one from March 2025. There I am. Pay number, scale band, my address, how much I'm fucking being taxed. Total deductions, £800 of that pay. You bastards. Yeah. And then they want another thing, they want like to know my death in service arrangements. And I'm like, I don't know, it all goes to my niece. We're not married, Charlotte. So when I joined, all I had was one niece. And I was like, well, if I do die, let her get it. So I asked the supervisor, hey, can you print it off? And we don't have that. Okay, how would I find out? So they emailed somebody and CC'd. I was part of the email and got a reply last night. We don't actually have access to that. Try contacting HR. Alright, cool. So emailed HR. Bing, automatic reply. Hi, we don't actually deal with inquiries. Please go through this form. So I had to click on this fucking thing. Log into a whole other thing. I went through like a web page, and yet it wasn't just a case of me typing in, hi, can you please send me the death in service? Black and white, what is it? There was name, pay number, region, department, length of service. Jesus, fuck. Okay, inquiry, put this in. And they say, okay, we'll get back to you in 2 fucking days. Well, I don't have 2 fucking days. Whew. I'm going Wednesday morning. It is now Tuesday morning, 3 o'clock. Okay, because I don't have my work email at home, because you don't fucking let these things work at home, nor would I open them at home in my own fucking time. Why can't you just have a thing on this website that just has the, okay, if you die, here's what happens. Simple as that. Same thing. Whoa, ho, ho, guys. Same thing. The mortgage advisor wants me to bring bank statements. Okay, cool. I don't get sent them anymore because the bank wants to go paperless. Okay, that's fine. Go onto the app. You can request them. Perfect, I'll do that. Request. Sent it. Right, now fucking Easter fucking Sunday. Obviously, big religious thing. That's fine. However, the Friday before that is a bank holiday, which means every other fucker has to work but the banks. Alright, fine. Then it turns out the Monday after Easter is a bank holiday as well. I didn't know that. So it's now Tuesday, and I'm pretty fucking sure I'm not getting these fucking things sent because it's past 3 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock just now. Oh man. Why can't they just post these things? Why can't anything just be simple and straightforward? Oh, it could be. It sounds like you complicate it. No, I'm not a fucking fault here. I'm flawless. And I'm beautiful. Alright, I'm going to call it there, guys. You be taking care of yourselves. Enjoy your Easter eggs. I hope it doesn't look like a fucking bean. Speaking of which, got these fancy coffee beans. Charlotte brought them home from work. They got sent free samples, but they don't have... You know, these are actually beans. Fucking baked beans in the bag. No, these are actual coffee beans, but our machine at work doesn't take that. So, mine. So, right. As always, thank you to Blackmail for the theme tune. Thank you, Cora, for your artwork, for giving us the logo. And thank you, dear listener, for your time. I don't think I have any listener mail this week because my phone has deleted the email thing again. But I don't usually, you know. Let's not lie to each other. I don't really get things to read. I'll read if you send me something. You want anything read out? I'll read it. Let me know how you're getting on. Tell me a story. I'll share it with the people. Ask a question. I'll ask the listeners. I don't know who you are. Thank you for listening, but quite humbly, for as weird and random as this podcast is, there is a nice, healthy chunk of folk that listen. There's, you know, over 100 downloads per episode. And I only know maybe 10 folk that listen. So the people out there that are listening, thank you. Get in touch. Because we'll spread this thing, guys. And then you'll get the interview with Drew coming up about the... well, I won't tell you what it's about, but we'll get that coming up. But okay, so I'll link the website underneath. I need to actually get on board with that website and try and buy the URL, whatever it's fucking called. Legends of Lore is still coming. I've been clicking away at that at work, just writing down tiny little things. Jesus. Right. So yeah, I'll link the website underneath. So, right. Okay, guys. As always, you look after yourself. Be good to each other. You don't take any shit. Just be good. Alright, I'll speak to you next time, guys. Bye for now.